Welcome to part 2 of the React.js tutorial for beginners. So in part 1 we were able to successfully set up a React app. So in this part what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through the all the structure of a React app. So for that you need a code editor, and there are many good code editors available. For React development you don't need a full-blown editor, you need a lightweight editor like VS Code, Atom or Sublime. I'm going to use VS Code for it, which is a very good editor from Microsoft, and it is completely free. So you can do VS Code, download, and you can get it from here. It is totally free download, nothing is charged, so you can get the VS Code for it. So I'm going to open it in VS Code, and there are many different ways which you can learn to open it in VS Code. In Windows you can just go to the folder, right click and open it with VS Code you can do, or you can open VS Code. That I'm not going to teach and drag the folder, but what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do in a Mac. So in a Mac, as many of you know, Mac and Linux, most of the thing which people do is through terminal only. So this is my Mac terminal. So but this thing can be done in Windows directly through the going to the folder also. So okay, here so this app should keep on running. You should not close it, because this is what is serving the app at localhost, and it is a one of the things is that it is a fast reload. Means whatever you change in the app, it will instantaneously go here. So let me do a new cell. Yeah, okay. So let me go to that React. Let me open it here. So I had code install, VS Code installed on my path. So if I just do this code and dot, it will open VS Code with this folder. So as I have told, in Windows you just have to go to that folder and right click, and there will be option open with VS Code. So you just have to do that. So this is my VS Code. Let me make it large, and this is the React folder. Inside that hello world folder is a bit small, so let me do it a big. Yeah, so this welcome screen will be shown. So now what you are seeing, there are actually 3 folders and 4 files. So we'll go through all of them. So the first file which I go through is a very important file which is known as package.json. So what is this package.json? Package.json contains all our dependencies and script which is used by React. This is so as you have seen, this all the things we have not touched anything. It was created by the Create React app. So here what happens, see, all the scripts are there which needed to be run, all the dependencies are there. So what do you mean by dependencies? React comes in version numbers, and there is a some versions which are very important, like 6.8. so there is a latest features of hooks which is not available before that version. So I'm already at 16.13. When you do npx and create React app, it will create the latest version only. So this is my React version. DOM version is also like that. So package, everything is there, and when we do npm install, it will also add this package here. So this is what the package.json is for. Okay, so after that there is a package log.json. So what is this package log.json? Actually, package log.json it ensures that the consistent installation of our dependencies. Package log.json, and we should not remove this file, package log.json. Many times people remove this file, and this file should not be removed, and this is to ensure that the installation from package.json is consistent. So this is required internally. So this package.json is there. After that we'll come to this git ignore. So one more thing before learning React which you should learn, is to learn GitHub or Git commands, because all the projects you are going to push on GitHub only. So this git ignore is used is very beneficial for that. See, when we create a React app, or for instance a Node.js app, this node modules comes. This node modules is actually very heavy, have a lot of files, and when you have a lot of React projects on your system, this fills the hard drive very soon, and I don't want to push this to GitHub. So what happens in GitHub, whatever is there, like not node, this is by default it is there. So this will not be pushed to GitHub, and GitHub also have a limitation. If you don't know, it have a 2 GB limitation. So free account. So it will not push this Git node modules, and it is very easy to get it back. See, this node modules is required for project to running, but it is very easy to get it back also from GitHub. Whatever is there in the node module, whatever files, it is there in the package.json also. So that's the relationship between them. So after that there is a readme.md. So readme.md is a md file, markdown file. When you open it through GitHub, this readme get opens and it get displayed, and it contains, it's a very big readme. So the React people have created, and it contains all the basic things. So it is a coded language for markdown language. So it is saying that you will see here, and all those things are there. So now we will come to the folder structures. So the folder structures, as I have told, this node modules is there. It is a very important folder. Without it, the React app will not run. So, and it takes a most number of space also, but you don't have to edit anything there. You are not concerned with it. So it install all the dependency used by React app. There are so many dependencies. As I was telling you, Babel and all are required. So Babel, everything, a lot of dependencies are there which is installed in this node modules. So this is the node modules. After that, what we are going to see, after that we are going to see another important folder known as a public folder. So this public folder, why this folder is very important. See, at the end of the day, a browser don't show a React app. A browser can show only HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So what happens when the React app is rendered in the browser, this index.html, this is a very important file. This is the one which get shown, this index.html. Beside this, we'll see that beside this favicon, this logo, these are not these are used for showing the basic app. Means favicon is that icon file which you see at the top, and all these things. So these are the used when we create a basic React app. These are the one which are shown. And regarding this manifest.json file, so in React app it is very easy to create a progressive web app. So this manifest.json file is used for that, and we are not going to see how to create a progressive app in this tutorial series, because it will be more complicated and out of the scope for this series. And I'm seeing a new file, robots.txt, but I know what this file do. See, robots.txt is to help Google search everything. So this you can search about it more, because it is something which is used by Google. So but the main file here is index.html. So as I have told, it is the file which is been shown, but if you open it, you will not see many things here. Okay, so just one thing I want to tell. So this, you should, if you want to change something, you have to change in the head part only. You should not touch anything in the body part. So why? See, suppose this title I want to change, you can change the title like hello world. I have changed it. Yeah. See, this hello world got changed, like Bootstrap or Materialize. So they provide us with link to their CDN. So that link you have to paste it here. inside this hello part. So what is so important, how it is everything is get installed. So this line is very important, div id root, and we will come back to it soon. Div id root, but you keep a note of this div id, there is a div, empty div with id of root. Okay, so after that will come to the main thing, in which so we all the coding which we are going to do, we are going to do in the src folder. So this is the folder in which we are going to do everything. And as usual, our React project start from this file, this index.js file. So what happens here, so they are entering something as app, and app is what, this file, and they're doing document.get element by id root. If you know a bit of JavaScript, get element by id gets the element by id, so root, so it is familiar. So what it is doing, it is getting this id, this div it is selecting. So what React is doing internally, what I am trying to tell is this app, it is showing on this root. So what happens, our whole React app is been shown in this div with id of root. The whole of React app is rendered there, and so the next entry point is this app.js. So let me go there, and it is using style also, like index.css, some body style is there. Okay, so let me go to this app. So this is one of the most important thing, this app.js. This is what we are seeing in our browser. This is what we are seeing in the browser. Okay, so right now React is moving a lot towards functional components, so it is a function based app. All these things I'm going to tell later on. It is a weird looking thing which is similar to HTML, but it is not HTML, it is known as JSX. All these things I'm going to cover later on. So like app header, this logo is there. So what this logo we are using, this SVG logo we are using. So this is the big SVG logo. Then this learn React anchor tag is also there. So all these things are there, and it has got its own CSS also, basic CSS. You can edit all these things. Okay, so and beside this there are some other files like app tester.js. So React comes with unit testing. So in this file you have got the testing the basic minimum testing, but you can add testing to React like chai, mocha and all those things. Unit testing you can always add to React. So this is there. Then again there is another file known as the service worker. So this is again very important file, and this is related to again to progressive web app, which we are not going to cover here. So now back to app.js. This all code, as I have told, this is all what is rendering. So if I am going to remove this, and we are going to remove it when we are going to create a project, and I am going to do hello world, the famous hello world, and I'm going to save it. See, it is saying it is not used, so I can remove it also. So let me save it. I will go back to the browser, and let me go back to the browser, and the hello world is displayed. So this completes our part 2 of the series. Hope you learned the React structure. See you soon.